If you are working a 9 to 5, a big challenge that you might be having is time to trade, balancing your 9 to 5 and your trading side hustle, or whatever you want to call it. And so in this video, I want to show you a simple process that only requires 2 hours per day to find setups and trade off of those setups while you still work your normal 9 to 5. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Let's jump into the video. Now, if you've not already watched the 3-day cycle, I'll link the video around somewhere here. Go and watch it to understand how the price moves on the bigger time scale. And now we want to focus on the lower time frames so that we can look for entries. So what exactly is this process? Now, first things first is time. We don't look at the markets the whole day. We look at the markets at very specific timing windows. So we have 3 sessions throughout the day, and Asia, being our first session, begins at 9 to 11 p.m. This is New York time. And then we have London, which is between 3 and 5 a.m. And then we have New York, which is between 9 and 11 a.m. New York time. So you can pick any session that you want to trade and then just stick to that. All right. Now, when you come to the screen at the specific time, then we need a specific process to follow. So if you go to settings on TradingView, so right click your mouse, go to settings, then go to events. You need to check this box, session breaks. What this does is it shows you these lines. These vertical lines are very important because they show you the beginning and the close of the day, which is important in identifying the high and the low of the day, which brings us to our next step. So step number 1 is time. Then step number 2 is identify the high of the day or the low of the day, or high of week or the low of the week. So personally, I don't like to take many trades, so I only take trades at the high or the low of the week, but the strategy works either way. Now, once you come to the screen and you identify your high and your low, next step is you need to identify your stop hunt. So a stop hunt is just when price breaks above the high in your timing window. Now, once you have your stop hunt, then you look for your levels. Now, a level is an area where you have resistance or support, which means price is just consolidating. And then you wait for price to break below those levels. So let's use a real life example. So if we look at US 30, first things first, we come to the screen at the right time. So in our case, we are trading the New York session. So we come to the screen at 9 a.m. New York time. Now, once we come to the screen at this time, we identify our high and our low. So we will use the high of the day in this case. And then this is our low, like that. Now, once you identify your high and your low, you wait for your stop hunt. And a stop hunt is when price breaks above the high or the low. So you just wait and boom, we have this pin. All right. Call it pin, call it whatever you want to call it. However, if you go back and look at now what we have this area here where we have, it's like an area of rejection. So we've not been able to break below this area here. So what happens? We want to see price breaking below that level. So once price breaks below the level, you can get in, stop loss above the breakout candle, and then you can target the lows like that. It's as simple as that. Same thing with this trade that we took today on USD CAD. All right, so if you look at USD CAD, right now, it's the end of the timing window in our London session. However, the process is still the same. So we have this low of the day, we have the high of the day, We also have the high of the week. So for me, I like to wait for price to stop hunt the red box. So if there is no stop hunt there, that is not my trade. However, the setup is the same, whether it happens at the high of the day, high of the week, high of the month, high of the year. Now, once you come to the screen at your right time, that is at 3. So yeah, so that's where 3 is. Then what you want to wait for is a stop hunt. So we wait for price to come back to the high and break out or pin. Boom. So we have this pin. And then once we have the pin, now we identify our level. And this area here is our level. Why is it our level? Because we have this one touch. So price goes up, price goes down, price goes up again. Then price goes down, touches this area. So what we want to see is price breaking out and closing below our level. So what happens? Boom. We have this candle at 335. That is our entry. Stop loss above that candle. And then you are targeting these lows down here. And then you let the market do its thing. So that is how the price is doing so far. We can also look for a buy scenario. This one we got stopped out. It is still not a trade that I took. However, the strategy is the same. So I want to show you different scenarios and see that it's not perfect. However, it is consistent. So same thing. We have this low when we come to the screen in our timing window at 3. So we have, this is the low of the day. We want to see price stop hunting that low, and we do it at 305. We clear liquidity, and after that, this is our level here. All right, so we have this one touch. We want to see, yeah, this is another touch. Yeah, it's another touch. We have 2 touches. So we want to see price breaking out. So price again rejects that area. So we want to see price breaking above this level here now. Anywhere above that level is a buy zone. And once this candle breaks out, that's your entry. Stop loss will be below that candle. And then you'll be targeting these areas up here. So it's very simple when you know at what time to come to the markets, what exactly you need to look for in the market, and then stick to that for a long period of time. So if you are working a 9 to 5 and you make more than $1,000 a month, and you are tired of watching YouTube videos and losing money to the markets because there are so many different concepts out there, and so if you want to work one-on-one with me, then click the link in the description. And you can also use my broker, link will be in the description. And you can also join our school community and access the free course there, also link in the description. And if you have any questions, don't forget to leave your comments. And if you got value from today's video, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.